Right, are we ready to rock and roll? See how far we can fly this time. I can't bring the route up easily, so I can just tell you that we're heading roughly west to RJTL. You can see the plan there. So just climb out, left turn. Straight over to RJTL. Let's see what happens. We'll land on runway 19 with a crosswind. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know, we'll see. There's many more things that could go wrong. Anyway, let's punch it. Let's see what happens. That's a heck of a wind. Right, we're up in the air. That's a start. That is a monster crosswind. Right, start heading west. Right, flaps are up. If it goes again, try spawning in the air. If it goes again, I think we're going to call it a day. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, what do we want? Nav mode. I've got altitude selected. 1500, let's level out there anyway. See if we can convince the autopilot to kill us. Actually, there's a load of blue sky over here. I don't know if that's coming in. If it is, it's going to be nice. Guys, if you are subbing, thank you, but I can't read any messages because I've had to close my browser. You know, when OBS uses the browser, does it use the default browser or does it use its own embedded browser? Because I'm wondering if it's something to do with the OBS browser that crashes OBS, given that my OBS browser is clearly frozen. It's an embedded Chromium. And Chromium causes issues with Microsoft Flight Sim? Is there some related element there? That's what I'm trying to get at. Wow, that's a lot of fields. Chrome's memory hog, yeah, I know that. But why does everybody use it then? Like Microsoft Flight Sim, Edge uses Chromium, Chrome uses Chromium, Opera uses Chromium, OBS uses Chromium. What does Firefox use then? What's Firefox using? I have not installed the new update, CCTV. I'll tell you why I didn't install it, because it was 29.0, and I never install 0.0. ever. I always wait till there's like a 0.1 or a 0.01 or something like that. Same thing with iOS. iOS 14 is out. I left it and waited for 14.01. That's out. Now I'm going to install it soon. But I don't go for brand new stuff like that. Well, we're up and running anyway, so as long as I don't fire up my browser, I'm okay for now. Firefox does not use Chromium. What does it use? You can see the wind. Look at that. The plane is like literally aiming here and going that way. It uses Gecko. Okay. Yeah, but Edge is using the Chromium as well. If you don't have a browser open, how can you see chat? Chatty. I'm just going to let it push us to the right a bit. I can see a tower over there. You see that? I tell you what, the scenery detail is incredible. Look at it. Imagine when they've got the whole world looking like this. It's extraordinary. It's over there somewhere. Oh wait, it's here. Right, let's turn the autopilot off. I said we landed on 1-9er. I think there's a wind coming in that way, but I didn't actually put my wind indicator on. Yeah, 1-9er is definitely the best. There's the mountains in the distance there. The game looks stunning. It's insane, isn't it? Where are you flying over? We'll be heading over Tokyo shortly. We're just on the sort of east side of Tokyo. Oh, that is an awful approach, dude. That is an absolutely awful approach. Oh my god. That is not going to go well. Oh my god, the wing's going to hit the ground. Holy smoke. Oh, there he goes. Nose first. Oh, it's beautiful. Nose wheel bouncer. Look at that. I mean, the guy had the best headwind. I think we'll do a U-turn and take off on the same runway given that wind. You know, this thing turns like a caravan as well. Muffins, that is a really odd question, mate. Trying to see friends in game, they don't believe how stunning it is. Yeah. Shame it's a gloomy day. Honestly, this is Japanese weather for you most of the time. Right, next. Let me just pause that a sec. Next one is TT. I believe. Tokyo International is where we're going. Tokyo International, we can decide what runway we want to go in on. At the moment, we have a 209 of wind. So we could go in on 22. Looking at the map, you've got 22 is on the right and 23 is on the left. RJTY is next. Wait, what? So what now? Is my flight plan wrong? RJTY. I must admit, I can't bring my browser up and check. I must have messed up the routing. 1 second. Oh yeah, RJTL and RJTY. Okay, yep, that's good. I agree. RJTY. So RJTY, we're going to land on runway 18, okay? is where we're going to go. Runway 18. I think the weather's lifting. Right, let's go. I can break off. Drop forward. Mixture fully rich. So right turn, and then next leg is 32 nautical away. Rob Jansen, thank you for subbing, mate. I haven't got any notifiers on because I had to close my browser. But thank you if you're subbing or sending bits and stuff. I apologise, I'll fix it this week. How many people in the convoy? I don't know. We had some technical issues at the start where I kept crashing the sim, so... It does look like it's a browser issue of some sort, which is kind of interesting. Some blue skies possibly on the way. That wind is strong. Okay. Right, let's see how long I can last in the sim this time. Right, barrow set. Hopefully it'll start showing other players shortly. RJTL, I think we're going to. No, that's where I am. We're going to TY. Well, I see planes behind me. Well, there's somebody here. So it must be a multiplayer. No worries, Taz. If your sim keeps crashing, it's fine. Let's see what the... Yeah, about 20 gig. That's what it normally takes. GPU's on 57 Celsius. The sim crashed as well for you on the approach into RJTY. Okay. That's interesting. Lots of people crashing around Japan. Right, I think we'll just get going here. Let's go on to the next airfield. Let's see what happens. What will be, will be. Yours did too. Don't get why it would take out OBS though, because I think, well, looking at what happened, I don't quite get it either, but it's something to do with the browser plugin inside is hanging. I don't know what, it must crash some common library or something. That's all I can think of. It is a bit weird. OBS Studio. I don't touch Streamlabs one. Just OBS Studio. I'm not on the new one. Okay, so what I did was I zoomed in and looked at that and it all crashed. Is that Mount Fuji in the distance? Don't touch it. Matt, who knows? If it wants to crash, it's going to crash. There's nothing I can do. It's incredible how detailed this scenery is, though. Keep away from your pad. Have you noticed, though, how low-rise everything is? Like, you just get, like, the odd little sky, like, city block. But mostly it's low-rise. There's a nice orderly queue of planes waiting. I'm on my way! I'm coming at 150 knots. Earthquakes, yeah, that would make sense. Although in the city centre they've got a lot of high-rise. Is that a caravan you're flying? Yep. I would not want to be a passenger on that plane. See ya. By the way, at 90 degrees you don't generate any lift, just saying. I guess you just found that out. I know, it is just insane how dense it is. Like, just look at how incredibly dense and detailed that is. And I've not flown here before, so it's actually loading scenery in as well. So it's having to stream this scenery. It's just crazy. $13 million people. That's just nuts. Look how flat it is, though. It's just crazy how flat the land is. And they drive on the left as well, like they should do. The proper way. Triggered. That's like being away, just down from New York City, that. It's that kind of detail. A light to the right, winners to the left. Japan sits on huge amounts of sediment, reclaimed geology. I wonder what their airspace is like. I mean, if you have an engine failure over here, you're gonna really struggle. The mountains are there. That's where we'll be going shortly. We're going over here, then we come back to Tokyo International and we head out that way. There's the mountains. Well, if I had an engine failure, I'd go there, but you have to find a river. Over here, there's just nothing. Right, we're about 15 nautical away, I think. Does it look different with the update? I must admit, I didn't fly an awful lot around here before the update. I very much doubt it was like photogrammetry level like this. I mean, if you look at the buildings here, right, if you think about it, there's no way anybody could have just built all of this in a sim. Like, it had to be fully automated. Imp, how you doing, sir? There should be an airfield over here. I think he's spawned his plane again. He's back. Okay. I hope that goes well. Yep. Completely on TV. Where are we heading? We're heading to RJTY, which should be ahead over here somewhere. I think that's it there. Yeah, helicopters are something they're working on. I think they're focusing on VR initially. Helicopters, they said... I mean, you're probably looking at 2021 for helicopters. If you're lucky. Yeah, then no, they have to fix the bugs first. It's no good releasing helicopters on any unstable platform. All the dials are moving again. Sim controller for a helicopter. I've seen cyclic sticks and things you can buy. Do you think they should have released it on the early access banner? I think they probably released it a bit too early. My guess is they had pressure from the publisher to release. Just found a helicopter sim setup for $4,000. Oof. Okay. Please fasten your seatbelts and stow your nuts in your cupboard. Nuts are stowed, yeah. Hold on. Stow your nuts in the bags provided. We'll be fine. Now we're a lot closer to the mountains, though. It's a massive runway. Oh, there's a bunch of planes lined up. Made it. See? It's all good. Nothing to worry about. That's yeah, that sounds a little bit. What is it? Next stop, Tokyo International. What the heck? RJTT 25 nautical. Just need to work out which airfield, which runway we're going in on. Either 16 left or 16 right, I think. Right, let's get lined up. Um, 16 left or 16 right. It doesn't matter. I think I'm going to try and go 16 left just because it's right next to the water and it might be kind of more fun. So yeah, we're just going to climb in left turn to head to RJTT. Let's go. I did not see any of that CCTV. What happened? Real food because of COVID. No wonder they're trying to offer discounted tickets. I think some companies are using COVID as an excuse. Interesting. Apparently I can't click V-speed. Let's try that again. V-speed, there we go. V-speed. Okay. Looks like the V-speed's broken. Plane suddenly developed issues. Yours went funny too. Oh yeah, it could be because I'm at 1500. Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's actually a very good point. Let's put it back in nav mode, autopilot. Let's see how it goes. Oh my god. That's not right. That's definitely not right. No, it's dead. Autopilot. Look at that. Just goes bonkers. Heading mode. Right, let's turn off half bank mode. Let's try that. Oh, heading mode's... Nope, heading mode's working again. Flight director on. It was something to do with the half bank mode. It kind of sent it into half bank the wrong way. Is what it felt like. Yeah, so the fix for that was to put it into heading mode and then turn off half bank, recycle it, and it kind of behaved again. Weird. We've got a bit of sunlight coming through. On the iPad, it's 4 flight. I think the weather is actually picking up a little bit. Is that a cemetery? That looks like a cemetery. Right, we're 15 nautical away from Tokyo International. Do you prefer 4 flights of Skydemon for flight tracking and planning? I prefer Skydemon in Europe. Like, Skydemon is the best for VFR in Europe. 4 flight is the best IFR in the States and arguably VFR in the States. But 4 flight doesn't really have VFR in Europe properly done, as it were. Skydemon has some really nice features. And it has proper scalable VFR maps, whereas what 4 flight does is it takes static images of maps and then zooms them in, and it just doesn't work as well. Oh, it's scenery chugging. Oh my god. Wow, did you see that then? That was some severe scenery load going on. Right, so I want to go in on 1-6 left. I think that might be the tower, I'm not sure. You finally caught up and it crashed, ED. Well, you could try rebooting like I did. Do you know what? I've not actually seen a train line unless that's one there. Looks like a road. Like, I'm looking around and I don't see like really big road networks. That's the biggest road I think I've seen. It's definitely the airfield. It should take a while in Skylines. Yeah. Imagine the traffic problems you'd have in Skylines. I think that's the approach we're looking for over there. Look at the bridges. This is some good scenery here. Look at this. Wow. It's a shame about all the container dockyards. They always just show images like that. You see it? Like, it never builds out the container dockyards properly. That guy is a little bit high. If he manages to land that, I'll be amazed. He's like, kill throttle, why won't you come down? Nose first. He's going. Sink rate. Yeah, they want to try and get in first, don't they? They come in too high. Or too fast, or both. This is quite a cool approach, though. My FPS is struggling here, though. I don't know anybody else, but my FPS is struggling. Seems a lot better now. Yeah, that was... the FPS definitely tanked then. That is a massive airport. Nightmare, thank you for 35 months. I think we'll take off out the same runway. Look at that place. He was a guy too high, just don't know how to properly start to descend. Right, where are we going next then? So next one is TK, I think. Is that right? Runway 20 at the landing. That's what we'll go for. Right, let's do it. Let's punch it. "11 nautical miles. This won't take long. That's a cracking airport they've put in. You can see that crosswind. Yeah, we're still flying. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, I agree. That airport, yeah. That airport would be a €20 add-on just on its own. And if he was lucky, he'd land in it like 3 times. So I think this leg takes us over here, then we go back towards the mountain, if I remember. What on earth is that? What purpose does that serve? It's a UFO. I remember it being in the video highlight. I just don't know what it is. It seems like a very specific design, unless it's just a... I don't know, is it like just an artistic thing? Somewhere to sunbathe. Why was it flat for you? Because of your graphic settings, probably. look at that. Like, what even is that? That is absolutely nuts. Is that a tunnel? Maybe that's got something to do with the tunnel. Maybe that's like a venting thing for the tunnel. Should be coming in for land roundabout now. That came up on me a bit quick. That tower is the Kawasaki Artificial Island Wind Tower. That's brilliant. I tell you what, it's a lot less dense over here than it was back there.